Welcome back into Pattrn. Do you worry about what the future holds for the community you live in? For the first time ever, the National Climate Assessment offers an interactive tool, who doesn't love that, that lets users see exactly how climate change will impact where they live.
Now, the Climate Atlas is thanks to the hard work of Esri, one of the world's leaders in geographic information systems software. Dan Pisut is the climate resilience lead at Esri, joining us now. Dan, thanks so much for talking to us about this. This is really cool. So the National Climate Assessment paints kind of a grim picture, though, of our future if we do nothing to stop climate change. So how does the Atlas tool help people better understand the danger and maybe steer us in the right direction?
I think one of the important things that the Atlas tool does is it shows us what our choices are, right? So this week, the UN released a report that we're really not on target for our emissions goals to hit that 2-degree global warming target. We're probably going to hit 2.5 or 3 degrees. And the Atlas shows what the potential futures are at the local level for those different targets. So we have choices we need to make, either individually or at the national level. And, you know, the Atlas shows, hey, this is what you could expect. You know, the days over 100 degrees for myself here in Palm Springs are going to be a month more of that. There's real local implications.
A month more. That's a
month more on top of what's already happening.
It gets hot in Palm Springs. So what are some interesting or maybe surprising things that you learned while you were building the interactive Atlas, besides having another month of 100-degree heat?
I think it's just that the amazing amount of difference between those different global warming levels and what we actually experience at the local level. You know, the difference between that 1.5 to 4 degrees, it is massive in the amount of changes that we see here in the United States. And we are impacted more by global warming than most other countries in the world.
So, you know, sometimes I think people could look at something like this and just feel overwhelmed. But how do you think that people will be able to use this tool to make better decisions about climate resilience?
One of the important things is the Atlas is a companion to the climate assessment, the National Climate Assessment. And the National Climate Assessment provides a lot of guidance and tools, decision support for that resilience planning. And so we're really able to couple these really interesting maps that drive home the impacts with all of that other detailed information that's in the National Climate Assessment.
Dan Pisut from Esri, thanks for joining us today and all the work that you guys are doing there to help everybody out and try to figure out what they can do and what they need to do with our changing climate.